Hey everyone, happy Saturday. This is Shakti. If this is your first time watching any of my videos or being on my page, welcome. My name is Shakti. I'm a health and fitness coach, and I'm also a metaphysician and an intuitive, and I wear many different hats, but I love working in both what I call the bridge between the material and the ethereal world. And something that I'm a huge fan of talking about is the law of attraction and manifestation, precisely because that law has been imperative to my own well-being and my development as a soul on this planet, in this world, discovering myself and discovering my relationships and also discovering my purpose. And when I became familiar with this law and I learned how to use it, because the law is always active, and I think that's the biggest thing we need to understand about the law of attraction. When people hear about the law of attraction, they think, okay, I have to start using it. I have to start engaging in it for it to bring me what I want. But the truth is that this law, like many other laws that make the universe go round, it is always active, and we are always engaging in the law, and we are always reaping the results of our engagement with the law. The thing is whether or not we're being conscious of that. So the very basic definition of the law of attraction is that like energy attracts like energy. It's very, very simple. Whatever we are generating, because we as human beings are giant generating machines, we are constantly generating an energy, a frequency from our bodies. And I mean, if you watch any videos on heart math, in particular the Heart Math Institute, they've already talked about this from a scientific perspective, that the heart generates a frequency that actually extends quite far from the human body. And this is the same energy that we're talking about when we talk about things like law of attraction and frequency and vibration. So you control the frequency of what you're generating with your emotions. Your emotions are the capital players in how you are generating. And as a result, your emotions are the capital players in what you're going to reap. Now, when I understood this, not just knew it, but really understood it and started to live into this, my entire manifestation game changed, seemingly overnight. And in 1 year, last year, I accomplished so many things that I had wanted to do for a very long time in a year. And it was a little bit mind-blowing. And I started to really ask myself, how did that happen? How did I manage to create, buy a brand new car for our family, a family car, which we really needed, and buy a house, which I've been wanting forever and I never thought would happen for me for a good while. Little things like really blossom in my career, my business as a coach, as a fitness coach, blossom in my own self-care, my own self-awareness, do things like a 21-day detox, which I would have never done in the past, but I became committed to doing that thing. So how did I do these things that in the past would have seemed like impossible or would have taken me a really long time to come around to? And the answer was very simple. I got my emotions on board. And the life hack that this video is about is a very, very simple life hack, but it goes so far in your life. So I'm going to give you a personal example of how this life hack worked for me. And then I want you guys, when you're done watching this video, to comment below with the one area in your life that you really want to focus on changing and the primary emotion that you want to feel about that area of your life. In other words, if your goal was accomplished, if you had that job, if you had that partner, if you had that amount of money, if you had the baby, if you had whatever, how do you imagine that you would feel? What is the primary feeling you think you would feel? So I want you to comment below with what is the thing, the area of your life that you are wanting to change, and then what is the primary feeling that you imagine that would generate for you, okay? So for me, and something I've been focusing on for the past 2 years since I started my business, was wealth, abundance. And so I started to sit with the question of what does that feel like to me? If I had all the wealth, all the abundance that I desire to have, what is the primary feeling that I imagine that would generate for me? And for me, it was freedom, a sensation of freedom and relaxation, deep relaxation. I associate abundance with relaxation. So when I think about a very abundant life, a very affluent life, a very prosperous life, I feel this really deep sense of ease and relaxation. And so I really honed in on the feeling of ease because the feeling of freedom was hard for me to access. I know for some people, they can connect with that word very easily, but I couldn't. But the feeling I could connect with was relaxation and ease, because dealing with anxiety, as I have for a long time, I definitely know what it feels like to not have that feeling. And it feels so good to me to feel deeply relaxed. I've made contact with that relaxation when I'm getting a massage, for example, which is why I love massage therapy and I'm such a huge advocate for it, because it really helped me get into my body and deeply unwind. I feel that when I'm getting a mani-pedi, because there's massage involved, there's touch involved, that always helps me get grounded. I feel that when I'm meditating, that deep sense of ease. I feel that when I'm drifting off to sleep and it's really quiet in my home, that deep sense of ease. So there are moments that I could think to myself, okay, if you associate relaxation with wealth, and you know that there are certain moments in your life, this is me speaking to Shakti, there are certain moments in your life where you do have that experience of relaxation quite naturally, organically. Let's milk that feeling in that moment as far as we possibly can. And let's see how often you can feel that feeling of relaxation during your day, right? So this became my practice. And what I would do is I would go throughout my day and I would say to myself, okay, ease and relaxation, how can I feel that right now? So when I'm cleaning my house, how good does it feel to have an organized house, to feel like everything is in its place? That creates a feeling of relaxation in me, to know that everything is in its place and it's not a mess. So I began to associate that with relaxation. So now I brought joy into a chore that I typically wouldn't enjoy doing, but because I was looking for the feeling of ease and relaxation in a seemingly unassociated activity, I started to enjoy doing chores more. When else do I feel ease? Oh, when I get a massage. Okay, so at least once a month, I must go get a massage, because that is a prime time. That is an hour of my time where I'm going to make contact with this feeling of deep relaxation that I associate with wealth. So I'm going to do that. Something else is taking bath soaks. I love to take soaks. When I'm in that space, I make contact with that feeling of deep relaxation. And because I associate relaxation with wealth, I am activating wealth in my energy field. Are you guys are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is this making sense to you? I know a couple of you are on and watching. Give me some hearts if this is like making sense. Like you're like, oh, yeah. So I want you to think about an area of your life where you really want to create change. Could be professionally, could be romantically, could be in your family, could be with your money, prosperity, like where I was. Pick an area of your life, and then what is the feeling that you imagine you would have when that thing gets accomplished? What do you imagine you would feel? And you have to make sure that you resonate with the feeling. It can't just be like for me, freedom. Yeah, okay, having wealth makes me feel free, but I don't have an emotional connection to the word freedom. It doesn't vibe with me, like it doesn't tone inside of me. But when I think about relaxation, oh, that hits the spot. That really makes me feel good. So that is the feeling that I went with. So I want you guys to find the feeling that has that toning inside you. When you say it, you're like, yes, there's that resonance. And then what are the moments in your day when you feel that feeling right now? Hi, Eva. Buenos dias. Thank you. What is that feeling? When during your day do you feel that feeling? Because I think we don't realize how often we're already experiencing the feeling that we're after. You know, whether it's relaxation or freedom or joy or tranquility or whatever it is, you are already having moments in your daily life where that vibration is active. The problem is you're not recognizing those moments. You're not consciously saying, Right now, I feel so tranquil. Right now, I feel so joyful. Right now, I feel so free. So you're not activating that in your vibration to bring you what you want more of, because you're not recognizing it. It's already happening. You're just not in recognition mode. So the hack is recognizing the emotion you imagine you would feel when you have the thing you desire right now in your life. Recognize it. And when it's happening, say, thank you, universe. More, please. I want more of this feeling, more of this deep relaxation, more of this joy, more of this happiness. Because when you say that, the universe goes, oh, okay, you want more experiences like this. Here you go. And because you have an association between that feeling and the goal you desire, it shows up. It is like magic. And it works every single time. It works. I manifested my life mate, my soulmate. I pulled this guy from the ethers, okay? I did very specific work around who I wanted, what I wanted in a partner. I got like crystal freaking clear about who I wanted in a partner. And then I asked myself, who would I be in relationship to this partner? That's how I manifested my husband. Who would I be? What kind of a woman would have the kind of partner that I want to have? Who is she? Okay? If I desire a man like this, what does the woman that is a match to that man look like, feel like? What does she do with her time? Are you picking it up? Because this is really big. This is like a massive secret that people don't understand. So what I would do when I would think about being in partnership with someone that I had the level of connection that I desired is I would go into the times when I felt most like that woman. And I started working out. And I started changing the way I was eating. And I started taking care of myself, right? And being mindful of what I was wearing. Not just did it look nice, but did it feel good? Because I imagined the woman who would be with this man would feel really good in her body, would feel really comfortable, okay, would feel more relaxed than I was feeling at that point in my life. So I started to engage with the law of attraction by stepping into the feeling of the type of woman who has that kind of partner. And wouldn't you know, within 3 months of doing this consciously, we connected on social media, and the rest is history, okay? So it doesn't have to take a long time. You just have to recognize the feeling when the feeling comes alive in you. If you're not recognizing that feeling, if you don't know what that feeling is, you're missing that energetic connection. So the universe doesn't know what you're asking for. It's like, well, I'm giving her this stuff, but she's not really recognizing it. There's no real conscious awareness of it. So I guess this isn't what she wants, right? So remember that. Use this life hack. So again, post in the comments, what is one area of your life that you want to change? And what is the feeling that you associate with that area of your life that you desire? How do you want to feel about that area of your life? How do you imagine when you accomplish that thing, you're going to feel? And start thinking about where in your life right now you are feeling that. What are the moments in your life when you do feel that sense of joy or that sense of purpose or that sense of freedom? When are you feeling that right now? And start being very conscious about recognizing that, giving thanks for that, and asking for more. It's really that simple. Okay, so I hope this was super helpful. If you feel like this video was really helpful and you love it, please share it out so that other people can start using this. I think it's more important now than ever to become really conscious co-creators about our reality and start taking ownership and stepping into our sovereignty and creating the kind of world that we want to be in. And we have to know how to do that. We have to have the tools to know how to do that. And this is something that I discovered sort of by accident, like many years ago. And now as I listen to people like Abraham Hicks and I read more books, I'm realizing it's a real thing. It's a real principle of activating the law of attraction, and it works every single time. Okay? So I love you guys. Have a blessed rest of your Saturday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.